See if it is live. See if it works.
We're there. We're so there.
Is your volume on? Excellent news. Well, I still gotta pull up something on the screen anyway. Where are these? The second season.
I'm trying to fight the urge to sing.
Here a look. This thing really not show me what the season 2? They're there. Okay, great. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, alright, ready?
Yep.
Did you post the link in there?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Mr. Fantastic. Alright, how do we get going? That's right. We have new technology here on the show. Welcome back. Talk is on air. We have new technology. What do you think about the new technology?
Sorry, I had an out of body experience.
Isn't the new technology crazy? Look at that, dude.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, pretty sick, pretty crazy.
Just in case I gotta go bathroom, look at this. Be right back. Just kidding. We are.
Nobody's got to use the bathroom.
Yeah, nobody even knows. 2 people are watching. Thank you for watching. This is the new experience here. Okay, one person's watching. Whoever the one person is. Thank you. But yeah, so we have a brand new little setup thing here. If I want to pay for more, then I can get new things. But I might not do that. So who knows? But welcome back. We talk about anime here usually. And this time we're going to talk about live action anime.
Yeah.
Yay. Live action anime. So we've been watching One Piece, right? We watched the first season of the live action One Piece.
Yes.
Like in January.
Yes.
And since then, we've been watching all of One Piece.
Correct. We are currently in the Alabasta arc.
Yeah, we're like halfway through.
Yeah.
So we, of course, the live action just came out, so we were gonna watch it and see how it is. And without going into so much details, because we'll do that as we go through the whole season.
Yeah.
What is your overarching feelings on it? How do you feel about it?
I loved it. I love Luffy. This season was probably the best one yet.
Yeah. I like the season. The season of One Piece, I think it took all the good elements of the first season. Like, I think they upgraded the fighting. I think they upgraded the how they spoke to each other. And I think they really showed how the chemistry is between all the characters. I think that was really, really well done. The settings were great. There was just a lot to like about this season too. I mean, not that the first season didn't have that, but it almost felt a little like it felt so Netflixy to me. Like, I don't know how to explain
No,
that.
I get that. I do get that. I kind of agree with that it did feel like a Netflix production as opposed to it being its standalone piece of media.
Yeah. So, like, that's how I felt about the first season originally. So, now going into the second season, plus we've been watching the show, right? So, it kind of gives us a lot of, like, background of how things look in the show, comparatively speaking to, now. So, yeah, we can go over. Let me see if this will work. Ooh, boy. Here we go. Reaction screen.
Whoa.
Let's see if it works there.
Let's see.
We'll see if it's just blank screen, then we won't do this.
Then good luck, Charlie.
Yeah. And nothing. Alright, well, let me just see here.
Yeah, nothing. Stand by.
Let's see if we can get this thing to work.
As we work through our technical difficulties.
Just go back there for a second. The reaction screen was supposed to take me to there. Current screen, no. Let's see.
You got it.
Maybe.
I believe in you.
I could have swore I made a browser one. Nope, there's nothing now. Okay. Cool. That did nothing.
I hope you guys are enjoying these flashes of
Well, either way.
our screen.
Well, either way, we could just go and do it regularly. We'll figure out the other stuff later. I swear I had one where I was able to go and show the actual thing. Spin wheel. I have a spin wheel.
That will come in handy when we play our next game at some point, if we so need a wheel.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm getting somewhere. Oh no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not getting anywhere. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Alright.
Oh,
Whatever.
no.
So we'll just do it this way. Alright, well, no special things on the screen this time. I'll mess around with it later. So we can talk about the second season of One Piece. We'll go through each part of these like in blocks a little bit, so we don't just jump all over the place. We can kind of talk about each part of the season as it unfolded for everybody. And I'm gonna go through these on IMDb too, just to see like the rankings of each episode, because I don't know, I think it's a fun thing. Not that IMDb is the end all be all of rankings, but I think it's a good enough I don't know,
to keep track.
base point of what people are thinking. So the first episode of season 2, the beginning of the end, this is when they were in Loge Town. Okay, I will say I think Loge Town had the best setting of the season. I liked all the little stores. I liked all the little interactions, and it's kind of cool because as in the original, in the anime, we see a little bit of the outskirts of Loge Town. We're not really like in it.
Yeah.
And we don't really get to see the detailing of like each individual store. Like we see one store with Usopp, where he does his whole battle with with the little girl and one of the I don't even know who they are. There's some assassin guy. I forget what his name is, but we see only that. But in the live action, we kind of see him we see the little girl, so that was kind of funny. So it's kind of like I kind of look at the anime and the live action as like we see like two sides of the same coin a little bit, right? Like the same events are happening, but we see different perspectives from each side of it, you know? It's like all in general, like Luffy gets from point A to point B, but we get to see completely different sides of like what's happening. I don't really know whose like point of view we're following, but like at least in the live action it felt very it feels like it's a lot more streamlined in terms of like what we're witnessing, what we're watching.
No, I agree with that, and I think that the some of the decisions that they made, like the changes that they made in the show, make it a lot more polished. Not that the anime isn't polished, but it definitely jumps around a lot more than the live action. So it's definitely curated way better for a shorter episodic length.
Yeah.
Media.
Also, like, so what we've noticed a lot is that they're doing, and I think this is the smart way to do it instead of doing flashbacks later on, they're introducing a lot of characters that come on later on in the show.
Yeah.
Like right now in order. And I think that makes sense. Like, you know, we see a little bit more of what's going on with, like, we see Dragon, and no doubt you see Dragon in the anime too, but I feel like this scene was a little bit more, I don't know, it felt more impactful in here.
I know that they also in the first episode, the Loketown episode, they introduced Bartolomeo.
Yeah, that's what his name
I believe that was what his name was. Can't remember if it was Bartholomew or Bartolomeo. I think it was Bartolomeo. He's a character that becomes a little bit more prominent later on in One Piece. Yeah, in One Piece too. So that was really cool to get. I mean, of course, I didn't know who he was because I don't know One Piece, but it was really cool that they're starting to lay the patchwork down for what could come later, because I also don't know how far they're going to get.
Yeah, I assume once they start like turning in Super Saiyan, once they start, like,
once he hits gear 100.
Yeah, I think once they start getting super crazy, I think like that's when they'll stop, because no doubt I think it would be really hard to continue making these live actions if it's just all kind of goofy. I mean, I don't know. Not that this wasn't goofy either. I mean, we see guys we see Luffy laughing, and we see a lot of people like attacking this show because of how goofy it is. But like, you know, I don't know how well or how good it can look, because they couldn't even do the duck because of the financial constraints.
But I feel like where they put their money though was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that like it didn't look good. I'm saying that, you know, as we get going, like each fight is gonna be these crazy CGI cinematic masterpieces.
We're just upset we didn't see Karoo.
Yeah, dude. I just want to see a fucking duck. But we can talk about the fucking duck later. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that they're doing that the anime can do that you can't do, and you know, so I don't know how far they go, or they could go the direction of like, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying that the Flash is great. It's not great by any means. I'm saying in comparison to the Flash, you could take crazy arcs of what the Flash does, and they put it into the live action. Now, they had their budget like slashed, nearly completely dead by the end of it. So everything looked like trash anyway. And Netflix has boatloads of money, and this is like one of the most popular IPs of all time now. So literally, I don't think it'll go that route. But what I'm saying is like what they were trying to accomplish with the Flash. I think you could accomplish it here. It's pretty evident that they have the
demand for it.
Well, yeah,
too.
the demand, but like the wherewithal to like continue it without it being like super over the top. But yeah, I don't know how far we'll go. I mean, I don't know how Gear 5 Luffy would look. That would look kind of odd. But that was the first episode. Got to see a little bit of Smoker. You know what? How do you feel about Smoker? Smoker is like he's like in it, right? And he has his own little arc that's going on. And we can touch on it a little bit later because he's doing his own thing. But in this first episode, who's his number 2? Who's that lady with the sword?
Oh, I was calling her like some fuck ass name. I think I was calling her Fushigi,
Good.
but that's not her name. I think it starts with a T. But I was calling her Fushigi. That's not her name. I don't remember her name. Oh no.
Or stall, say something.
I call her Fushigi because she just be kind of fuck ass sometimes. And I called her Fushigi because her name rhymes with Fushigi. I think it's like Tashki or something like that. Another cool thing was like the way that they were able to show all of the members of the Straw Hats like on their Tashigi. Yeah, I told you.
We got there.
But I'll finish my thought. I thought it was really cool the way that they were able to show the Straw Hats going on their own little adventures without taking up 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Because it's still, even though it was cut short and they only kept the most important parts of their little side quest adventures, it still felt One Piece.
Yeah. So like we figure out what her name is.
Yeah, that was my end thought.
Yeah, sorry. We're gonna mess up these names too. I already can tell we're gonna mess up these names, and we'll try. But
One
yeah,
Piece card game.
I was interested in like the side story of Tashigi and Smoker, but the biggest change I feel, maybe this happens later on in the anime, we don't know, but Tashigi tries to get recruited by Nico Robin.
Yeah.
And that was not even in the anime. We're only halfway through Alabasta, so this could possibly happen.
Yeah, and this is also to say like we don't know if this is just not anime only, live adaptation only, or if this happens later on.
So I thought that was kind of cool because it almost felt like her character was kind of in it, and then they were done. They were just kind of like sort of
Who's
following.
this mystery woman?
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh,
well,
not Nico Robin.
But Tashigi
Okay.
and Smoker were just kind of like following the gang as they went from place to place, and they would just kind of show up. And they really didn't have any storyline per se besides Smoker being like, I'm going to get him.
That's what I was going to say. Like, not only did they expand on both of them more, but they also, in my opinion, gave... And if this happens later on, great. But earlier on, that they gave Tashigi a bit more of a conscience and a bit more of, like, a backbone, as opposed to just being ditzy, clumsy, just the comedic relief to accompany Smoker. Like, they gave her character a lot more depth, which I appreciate, but while also maintaining her ditzy, klutzy personality. Like, it was nice to see you can be this, but that doesn't mean you can't be this.
They also took away, which I felt was kind of confusing. So in the anime, Zoro sees her as his the rival girl that he had growing up.
Yeah, like his friend.
Yeah, but then she's not her. But I was like, okay, that's confusing because she looks like her, seems like her, but it's not her. We know she dies, so it's like, is that her? I was kind of confused by that, at least in the anime, because then they never bring it up again. Like, it's literally only shown one time, and then now
I didn't get that impression.
I-
I was just like, oh, okay, she just looks like her.
I did,
And
because
she's into swords. Like, oh, okay.
they like showed it like 3 or 4 times in the anime, and I was like, what? And then in this, they just kind of completely zoomed off of that. So I was good with them doing that now, because I did feel like that was a little confusing. But other than that, I think it's cool that she's into swords. And she kind of can fight. So far, she's proven she's not good at fighting. So, like, we'll see how well she gets as we go on. But Smoker's great. Love Smoker. Love his actor for it. Was very happy to see that having 2 cigars in your mouth at the same time was cool as fuck in live action as it was in the show, because Smoker's low-key like my favorite like side.
Oh, you like
super-
Smoker?
Dude, he's like my face. He's so cool. He's like, like he'll just be talking and then he just lights up 2 cigars and then his whole armband, it looks like bullet
Holding
thing.
his cigars.
Just cigars. So I wonder if the cigars came before the fruit, or did the fruit make him want to smoke?
Yeah,
more?
this is a question that I had posed while we were watching it. That did he get his name after he ate the flume flume fruit, or was his name Smoker? And then he was like, well, and he already like smoke a fuck ton, and then he took the flume flume fruit and was like, okay, well now I can
Right.
I can aid in my in my vices and just
Yeah. So that was the first episode. Second episode, we get to see the giant whale.
yes.
Did you tell them about the episode?
The whale. This episode in the anime made me cry so bad. I really felt for him. What was the whale's name?
No idea.
The whale has a name. This episode was pretty different. Like we don't really see Luffy.
Laboon.
Laboon, yes, Laboon. We don't see Luffy beating the fuck out of the whale, which I appreciated. Like he's been roughed up enough. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What was really cool about this episode is again the bringing on characters that we're going to meet way later into the anime. Like they teased Brooks in this episode.
No, we don't even know who Brooks is.
No, I don't know. Yeah, we don't know who Brooks is. This is just based off of reading the internet, what people say. But I thought that was really cool, like that they already have this character in mind,
Yeah.
and they already have, like, we already know from that standpoint. Okay, we're gonna get to the point where we meet Brooks. Like we're gonna get way later.
And I've seen like clips and stuff of like Brooks does this flashback later on in his like when he gets introduced.
Oh, okay, that's really cool.
So
then.
it makes sense that they would do this like with the the Rumbar pirates. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's who they were. So I think that's kind of a cool tie-in that was there. But overall, this episode was cool. We get introduced to Vivi. We get introduced to her twink friend.
To Mr. Nine.
Yeah, Mr. Nine. Good casting for both of them. I still say that I think like the casting for Vivi and I think the casting for Mr. Nine, they were. I mean, honestly,
I really agree with all of the
Yeah.
the main Baroque Works people.
Yeah, I think they're all great. And then in the third episode, we get to go to Whiskey Peak. They had that the song that was a sick theme song for Whiskey Peak.
Also loved Whiskey. I mean, in the anime, Whiskey Peak already looked like Mexico. But it was really cool to see the set design, and there was literally in the background a taco and burrito restaurant.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
it was really cool.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Fat Luffy, so
Yeah,
sad boo.
Boo! No big fat Luffy.
But we
That's
get
my
to
favorite.
See Zoro versus 100 Baroque Works. And
That was
awesome.
really cool. I I think that's a good example of like how they upped their fighting choreography.
Yeah.
Because watching how fluid, I don't know if he does his own stunts, but like watching Zoro run through all of these.
Yeah, Zoro does them.
watching Zoro run through all these people, it was really
It
cool.
was awesome. It looked very Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, that's what I
It was
loved
like
about
a
it.
mixture of like Pirates of the Caribbean and
Samurai movies?
Yeah, samurai. It was great. It was filmed very well. They did like 3 different scenes for it, and you could see when they cut going up higher and higher as he reached further and further through the numbers and ranks. And that was cool.
One of the observations I had too was that every other Straw Hat figures out what's going on there relatively faster than Luffy, as per usual.
Yeah.
But what I liked about the way that they changed this in this episode was that even though Luffy was one of the last people to figure out what was going on, he didn't get into a fight with the other Straw Hats, or at least with Zoro, he did in the anime. I really didn't like that. Like, I hated that they got through all of that just for Zoro and Luffy to be bickering, and then we take even longer to get to the conclusion.
Well, okay, I'll fight back on that.
I know why you like it.
I think it's funny.
And I understand that that's why they do that. But
Yeah, well, I think it's funny
I
that-
liked that they changed that in the live action, because it made everything more streamlined without taking away from Luffy's character. Because the way that he
I
finds
don't
out,
really think it takes away a lot from his character, though. Like, in the show.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think it takes away from his character.
No, I'm
it's
saying like
different.
in the anime. I don't really think it did it like.
I'm not saying that it took away from his character from the anime, though.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that in the anime, they're all Luffy the entire time thinks they're all friends.
Yeah.
So then once he wakes up and he sees that Zoro is beating him up, I think that's hilarious. I think that's a hilarious bit for him to be so angry. He's also still in his fat form. that he's angry and fat, and he's mad that Zoro's beating up the people that fed them. He's like, once a pirate killer, always a pirate killer, I guess. He's like, stand back, Vivi. I'll protect you from this scum. Wait, aren't you an assassin? Doesn't matter.
Well, my point being is I like that it was still very Luffy for him to find out in that goofy of a way.
Yeah. I mean, he still was stuffing his face, talking, eating pie.
Exactly my point.
So yeah, that happens. We don't get the Doc. We can talk about the Doc now. The disappearance of the Doc.
Karoo. His name is Karoo.
I'm disappointed. As an avid fan of the Doc, I think the Doc's like my second favorite character. I am a big fan of all of the
What are you going to do once we leave Alabasta?
Find a new Doc. I don't know, and they should just keep the Doc. Vivi can go find a new Doc. They mentioned. We'll talk about the next episode, Big Trouble in Little Garden.
There was definitely more, before you move on,
Yeah.
there was definitely more of an emotional impact on losing Igaram, too. Like, they really had, honed that in. And I liked that as the season progressed, that her loss of Igaram was a big pivotal, character moment for live action Vivi. And I liked also that it seemed also more impactful for the Straw Hats too. Because they're friends, they took on her grief with her, especially Luffy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that was more scene of a death, because he just kind of dies.
Love that he still goes ma.
Yeah, that was great. He should have done it more, but yeah. So he dies. They take on Vivi, and they're like, "Don't worry, dog. We'll get you where you gotta go. But first, we gotta stop at this dinosaur island." Yeah, so in this next episode, Big Trouble in Little Garden. So Luffy, they do the whole shit. They land on the island, blah, blah, blah. But, so Luffy and Vivi are sitting on top of the dinosaur, right? And Vivi's like, we have lots of giant ducks in Alabasta. Okay? So, I better be seeing a lot of fucking giant. They better give us so many giant fucking ducks. So, okay. Maybe it's just that goofy thing, like, why not give her a fucking giant duck, right? But, think of it. We're watching in the anime, and maybe spoilers, I don't know, I guess spoilers for later on. Alabasta's a fucking desert. Why is there so many fucking ducks? Where did she get a duck from? So...
Why should it make sense?
I know, but now that they're saying that there's a lot of giant ducks, I'm just saying, where are they going to be? Where are the giant ducks?
In the palace, Lee.
Just the one.
There's just a room full of ducks in the palace.
I better be getting a lot of fucking giant ducks. But along the lines of that conversation, people are now saying that they want Luffy and Vivi to get together.
I don't ship it. Sorry, guys.
I don't ship it. I don't ship.
Sorry, guys.
I don't ship Luffy.
I don't ship Luffy with nobody.
Luffy. Yeah, we got there. Yeah, I don't ship him with anybody. I ship him with meat that comes out like a bone.
Yeah, I ship him with a big tomahawk steak.
Yeah, but no, like those, like the meat that's on like the bone regularly.
Yeah.
And he's just hanging on to
the one that
bone.
he's always grabbing.
Yeah. I ship him with that thing. He would make love to that thing. He would bone that bone.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do the whole the whole thing in Little Garden. That we meet the giants. And you know what? I feel like in the anime, I was more attached to the giants than I was in the live action.
Really?
Yeah. I liked them. I feel like they had more. Not that they didn't have character. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I just felt more of an attachment to the giants than I did in the anime. I liked their laugh more in the anime, and I liked how there was a lot more emphasis on Luffy and the giant being like, we're both warriors. And they were just like...
That they like chummed it up for longer.
Yeah, there was a lot more chumming it up the whole time. But what I did like more in the anime, and this will be kind of with episode 4 and 5, I liked how the Baroque Works agents did a lot more. Like, what was her name? The Sunshine? The little girl? Golden Shine?
Yeah, Golden Week.
Golden Week. Boom. I liked her inclusion of Miss Golden Week. I think she was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her going around and doing her little magic painting on everybody. I liked, as goofy as it is, I think the cake wax thing worked. I was kind of afraid how they're going to do that, because that looks very fucking goofy, even in the anime. I think that worked pretty well. Even like, so Usopp did a lot of heavy carrying in these two episodes. He was a heavy carry. These were Usopp laden episodes, and I think he reached the bar that needed to be there. I liked all of them there. Sanji got a little bit of action. Sanji was doing shit in the anime. So the fact that he got included a lot more. And plus his fight with those two, with the fucking otter and the goose vulture. I don't know what the hell that thing is.
What are they called? The Uglies?
Yeah, the uglies. His fight
The
was
Unluckies. The Unluckies.
Yeah, dude, for real, unlucky that he got to fight those things. He bloodied his ass up. I was actually genuinely surprised how much of an actual fight that was, because in the anime, he just kind of like kicked them once, broke his neck, and then that was it. So that was kind of cool. What were your thoughts on these two episodes in Little Garden?
To go all the way back to when Vivi and Luffy are on top of the dinosaur, and Luffy's asking her questions about Alabasta and her palace and like her home life. One of the things that I had trouble with was Vivi's the live action Vivi's sort of standoffishness. I didn't really get that vibe from her in the anime, and it also makes sense that in the anime she would be more trusting of them more quickly, since it's definitely a very childlike of a show from the very beginning. So I was not very put off, but it kind of put me off how she wasn't able to quickly latch on to the Straw Hats. And that's just like a me thing. I think it's just because I was so used to the way that it was in the anime. But when they were on top of the, I hope you also know everybody can.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. You just keep talking.
That moment where Luffy, in a very childish way, where he's like, oh, so there's chefs and you can get ice cream at 3 a.m, like a giant ice cream sundae, and she's like, why would I do that? And then she realizes, like, one, Luffy's not taking offense to that. He's just smiling at her. And two, being like, oh, well, this is the way that he's connecting with me. And he's excited to know more about my homeland, and she apologizes. So there's been, like, a big sub arc, I guess I would say, of Vivi kind of learning the type of person that Luffy is. And I feel like in that moment was definitely where she got like the sprinkles, like, of the type of person that he is. Like, he's not gonna get mad at you for calling him childish because he knows that he is.
Right.
But she was able to understand the little undertones of why he's so excited, of why he's asking these things. So I really liked that little moment between them.
Well, this isn't really like a pushback on it, but like I almost feel that with what I would have wished for more of is that exactly more of her getting to know Luffy, but the hard way a little bit, like fully realizing that, oh no, he's like cool and chill, we like him, but like he's just like unrealistic, but it's not unrealistic to him. You know, which I feel like in the anime they do that a lot, because Vivi is so, and we talked about this, Vivi is so like Katara coded a little bit in the anime, where she's like, oh, my homeland, and she'll just be like looking off, and then we'll bring up, what do you think of Dalabat? You know, just constantly bringing up that, which is fine, not like saying it's wrong, but I do feel like in the live action it could have used a little bit more of those couple of those moments where it's like she sees everything as like an unrealistic goal besides like her dream in a way, and that was like the juxtaposed with what Luffy wants, because Luffy's, I don't want to be king of pirates. Like, what? Like, what the fuck even is that? You know. Meanwhile, her is like, I have an actual kingdom. I'm a princess too. Like, this is real. You know. I wish there would have been more of like that, where then his charm, because Nami talks with Vivi saying like he just kind of has this thing, you know, everyone kind of just likes him, and you'll get it, you know, that sort of thing. I wish there would have been a little bit more of like some snags on the way to getting to that point on the dinosaur, but I understand why they would kind of skip all that and then have that moment, and I get that, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so you can keep on.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that was a moment of Nami's. He just has something about him. You'll see it. In regards to the giants, I really liked them. I really liked them in the live action. I do feel like in the anime they definitely did chum it up a lot more. But I didn't, like, I still felt the closeness, especially with the focus on Usopp.
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel like there was a loss or anything, or like I was cheated. I'm not saying that you felt that way, but like I didn't feel that there was like anything lacking in their relationship. I really liked the focus on Usopp, especially. Because I know that the big thing in his character arc is this putting the what are they called? The giants, the place that they're from?
Little Garden.
No, they're Elbath.
Oh, Elbath.
Putting Elbath on a pedestal, kind of like he's like, oh, this is what I want to be. When I say that I want to be a sea warrior or whatever, that's who I want to be. I want to be somebody that fights with honor and is strong and all of that stuff. So I really like that they were planting the seeds of that too, you know, like getting him to really think about what it means, what his dream means, and Luffy supporting him the whole way through. Like once they get to the point where Zoro, Vivi, and Nami are all encapsulated in the wax on the birthday cake wax trap, and Luffy and Usopp get there, and Usopp's like, "Where are you going?" And Luffy's like, "Oh, you got it. You'll save them." Like just completely putting this trust in him because Luffy knows that he is a sea warrior, whatever the
got
fuck.
that dog in him.
Yeah. So I really liked that this was a very Usopp-centric episode, and that it gave, again, his character that much needed attention, and to sort of like really cement that this is his dream. This is what he wants to do. So once we actually do get to because I know there is an Elbath arc. Once we get there,
we ain't getting there for like 6 years.
It'll be like
years from now.
Well, no.
They just ended that arc recently, like just recently.
But y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So just like to finish out these 2 episodes, to finish the Little Garden episodes. Okay. That was okay.
I wasn't done with my thoughts.
Oh, your thoughts. Your thoughts.
Yeah, I also liked Miss Golden Week. I think that,
oh yeah.
I think that they added that backstory to her. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Netflix only.
Oh, her talking about her.
Yeah, her talking.
Nobody. Oh, with her mom and dad thing.
Yeah, well, how she didn't have anybody to play with, so she fucking killed her parents. I think that they added that in, but I love that addition. Yeah, like it made her so much more creepy, and it made these specific characters, Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week, way more menacing than they did in the anime.
It's also kind of funny because like in the anime, and it's just something that they just do. It's like Golden Week is just in the forest looking for them, and then gets like eaten, I guess, and that was it. Like then we never see her again. So like it's just one of those things. I guess she was dead. It's like that girl from fucking Harry Potter. She gets like whisked away and.
Umbridge?
Yeah, Umbridge. She just gets taken away by the forest people, and then it's back 2 movies later, and you're like, all right. Guess you lived. Okay. I wouldn't doubt we're gonna see Golden Week come back. I was looking for you, Luffy.
She's like 10 years older.
Dude, I hope she's a giant buff lady now. But yeah, okay. So you good?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't really like Luffy versus Mr. 3.
No.
Wasn't a fan of it.
I hated it because I hate hive minds. I hate hordes. I hate that shit. So just seeing so many versions of fucking Mr. 3 everywhere, hated it.
The actor was great.
Oh, I love that actor.
Yeah.
I will never learn his name.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorites. I love him, the way he acts.
Yeah.
Superb.
I think he did great as a character, but it also kind of felt very... It was, unironically, they took a very creative character in Mr. 3, and he did a lot more in the anime. And I know you're going to be able to do a lot more in the anime than you are going to be able to do in live action, but they took a very creative character, and they kind of made it meh. Like, he did a bunch of his, like, wax copies, and then he did the whole wax thing on Luffy's hand, and then that was it. That was whatever. And I didn't really expect there to be, like, I didn't expect them to do the mech thing.
Yeah, I guess I can agree with that, because I know that in the actual cake the cake trap thing too. He added like another layer.
Yeah.
So that like that fight lasted way longer just because he added a fucking
Right.
second tier.
Well, he fought
to it.
Luffy like a lot longer.
Yeah, so but I also understand that it wasn't really necessary, so they weren't really gonna put the whole thing in there. So I get it, but
And
I
he just
can
kind
kind of agree with you.
and he just kind of disappears too. They
Yeah.
didn't like explain where he went. I mean, we see his ship later on, and I forget if I don't think he dies. I don't think he's just kind of out there. I don't know, but
I think in the anime he's still like out with all of the Baroque Works people looking for Luffy, like the Straw Hats.
okay.
So I think with like Nico Robin, like they're all following the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Well, they made it seem like he was dead at the end of this live action
Mhm.
season because they were like talking about him not being there anymore.
Mhm.
So, yeah, they
Well,
were.
doesn't he kill what's her name? Miss
Oh yeah, he
Miss
is alive.
Citrus?
Yeah, he is alive. So he does kill.
I don't remember
It's
what day of the
not
week
Miss-
she
yeah.
is.
I don't remember.
Miss the one that ate the kilo fruit.
Yeah, let's see right there, Miss Valentine.
Miss Valentine.
Yeah, no, she did. That was brutal too. You know, she kills her. He kills her by putting his wax. in her
Wax,
mouth.
yeah, he suffocates her.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. So yeah, he is alive actually. So there you go. Answered my own question by remembering. My memory is great. Cool. So hopefully,
I didn't tell you.
hopefully we see more of him. I would like to see I don't know. I would like to see more out of that character because I feel like we didn't get the most that we could have in that moment. But moving on to to loop these last 3 episodes together. We finally get the Drum Island, right? I think it's Drum Island.
Drum Island.
Okay, we'll just
Yeah,
get
the
it.
country of Drum, Island of Drum, whatever.
The Island of Drum, the Kingdom of Drum. Drums. Not one drum scene though.
Nope.
No. Missed opportunity. Okay, just get it out of the way. Your thoughts on Chopper?
Boku wa Doctor.
Okay, you love Chopper.
Tony Chopper. So far, Chopper is my favorite Straw Hat. I love that little guy. In the anime, okay, I'm gonna preface by saying I am a crybaby. I am very empathetic. If I see somebody going through pain, I'm gonna feel it 10 times worse. So watching Chopper's backstory in the anime, I was a wreck. I was in shambles. I like cried for probably at least 20 minutes. I love that little guy to pieces. And I was really scared of the way that they were going to treat Chopper's backstory. I was afraid that they might go too fast through it, that it wouldn't have the same emotional impact as it did in the anime. But I wasn't disappointed at all. Like I hate that. I thoroughly enjoyed Chopper's treatment. I like the way that he looks. That's my favorite picture of Chopper, actually. I like the way that he looks. I don't really care for the voice acting. Not that I don't like the voice. I think I've come around to the voice.
Yeah.
But I do not like the voice acting. I hope that it gets better in season 3. I also think that in this episode specifically, that they gave Wapol much better treatment. Like, he didn't feel like some goofy fucking mustache twirling.
He definitely was goofy and mustache twirling.
No, like, but not in the cartoonish sense. Like, he definitely seemed a lot more menacing as well. I was definitely more afraid of him in the live action than I was in the anime. I also liked the fight between Vivi, Luffy, and Wapol. I like that Vivi got her lick back, and that was another thing that they really gave her this arc of like redemption, not just for herself in the way that Wapol treated her and her father, but for her kingdom, her people,
Yeah.
and like showing that, yeah, she is capable of being this strong dedicated leader, and just strong female characters. Hell yeah. But I also like Dr. Kureha, very very good actor for that. But
Yeah, I liked-
absolutely, Chopper of course is the highlight.
I like Chopper. I thought Chopper was pretty cool. I was intrigued with how it was gonna sound. I kind of I'm of two camps of it. I don't mind it, and I think that it's fine. But then there's the other part of me that's like, okay, they're definitely gonna like up the cuteness of this a little bit when we go on further. But I don't think that the cuteness was not there. You know what I mean?
That's how
Like,
I feel.
I have a lot. It's like a tug of war.
No, that's exactly how I feel. That's why I was saying, like, I wondered why they didn't just get Chopper's voice actor to do this, because that is such a very
It would sound too
cutesy
like
voice.
It would sound too cartoony. I think.
And that's what I also get. But I
Yeah.
also like there has to be some sort of medium.
Yeah.
I've grown to it. I just think it's the voice acting for me.
Yeah, there was a couple lines that weren't lines given, but also just didn't really.
Yeah, but they weren't giving.
Yeah, they weren't giving the lines. So yeah, I was like, I like it more than I don't like it. Yeah, I'm like
That's how I feel.
out of 10. Like I give this Chopper like a 7.5.
I still cried.
Yeah.
Oh, I still sobbed from the moment that Chopper fucking met Hillabrook. Herolook. From the moment that he meets Dr. Herolook to the moment that fucking Herolook dies, I was crying.
Yeah.
So that was like
They did the
20
backstory justice. I do feel that there was the emotional connection there was great. I do. This was the top rated episode of the season, 9.6 out of 10.
period. As it should.
It was
Good for Chopper.
it was probably, I think it was the best episode of the season. I enjoyed all of it. I don't think I would really say the last like 3 episodes really knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Just like Chopper's backstory, Luffy and all the whole gang being interconnected in the whole story. I mean, like Usopp and Zoro having good moments together. Those fucking creatures that what's his name made, that was called
Yeah,
Wapple.
holy Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, Waffle
That
making
was
those
crazy.
crazy, disgusting resonance turn into.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so much more menacing, like so scary. Like, imagine somebody being able to do that. Like, that's so scary.
The residents were evil.
That's exactly how
Yeah.
Resident Evil is.
Yeah. I think it was kind of cool though, the intertwining of I'm gonna keep calling her Nico Robin and Crocodile intertwining their web in between all this because they gave him the devil fruit.
Yeah, I liked, and again, I don't know if this actually happens in the anime. I don't think so.
I don't think they
because Wapple
I don't remember it.
Wapple already explained that he had eaten the Munchman fruit, or whatever the fuck fruit he ate.
Yeah.
So I liked that inclusion. I liked how they're weaving Baroque works, and especially Nico Robin, more into the story. So it'll make it way more, like, that much better once, spoiler, Nico Robin joins the Straw Hats.
Yeah, I mean, she already seems like she was trying to help them to begin with, so
Yeah.
it almost felt like she was playing. I mean, who knows? We know. She looked like she was playing Triple Agent. Who knows what's really going to happen with this? But because we don't even know yet either in the show. So, but I'm glad that she's a lot more of a presence in this season. I think that's a good thing to do because, like, we've seen her twice. I think in the anime up to where we're at.
I honestly think we've only seen her like fucking once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you're right. Yeah, it has only been like once. She's been super sideline.
Yeah, we only see her when she appears on the Going Merry.
Yeah.
Then she convinces them to go to Little Garden.
Right.
That's like the only fucking time we see her.
Yeah, so I'm glad that she's doing a lot more there. I think Crocodile was great too for the ending scene that we got.
He's
but
so Jafar.
he's
And then we're in fucking Egypt.
yeah.
So like he's so
great.
Jafar.
He's great. Maybe now that I see that he's underwater, maybe this is where the ducks are. Maybe we're gonna get a whole liberation of the ducks arc. He's keeping them all.
Well, they said that there's no rain. Oh no, maybe that's in the anime. In the anime they say that like there's no rain, so they made rain powder.
Man,
But there's a bunch of like oases, so
I don't
maybe
know. He's keeping all the ducks to himself. But yeah, I think the fight between Luffy and Wapol is cool.
Yeah.
Although, okay, so my I think this is my biggest issue with it. They kept saying that Wapol was like, I'm a pirate. I know what pirating is.
But they never showed us
I'll
him
never
being a
see-
pirate
yeah.
in the live action like they do in the anime.
So
that's true.
That's kind of what I mean by like this show is like two parts of the same coin sort of thing. Where
it's
it's
if
like
you know,
saw,
you know.
yeah, we saw him be a pirate, so we know that he did pirating things. The live action does not show that, and I think it's just kind of one of those things where they just are like playing at the audience, being kind of dumb and being like, yeah, everyone's a fucking pirate, you know?
I think
Like, don't ask questions. He's a pirate.
I forget in what episode it was, but do you remember when we paused and looked at the newspaper?
Yeah.
The pirates that they were naming, I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Wapples.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
But
right.
again, if you didn't know, you didn't know.
Yeah.
I also just slightly unrelated. I believe that they also teased Sabo in this
I don't know
season
who
as
Sabo
well.
is.
He's I also don't know who Sabo is, but he's a well loved character that comes out much later. So that's another thing that they are laying the stepstones down. But a lot of people, I don't know who Sabo is. I tried to steer clear as best as I can for One Piece spoilers. So I know the name Sabo. I know
Yeah.
Sabo is a character. I don't know who he
Right.
is or what he does.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like, so it was very like I imagine that was like a cut story arc that they were gonna do,
Probably.
and just didn't do it. So,
Yeah.
but going back to like the fighting and everything, I think that Luffy and his fight, and Vivi's fight, really. So Vivi and Luffy fighting together to do that was great.
I think that was also
Um,
when she realized another moment.
Oh,
of her
yeah, yeah.
realizing like, oh, like
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, so their fight was great. It wasn't too goofy, it wasn't too over the top. Like, although the only thing that I felt was like way too goofy for me was when they were like trying to shut his mouth, and like Luffy's.
Oh, his fingers. That happens in the anime.
No, I know, but like it was just kind of like, meh. And I was like, eh, whatever. And then they just kind of kick him out, and he goes flying out. I wish he would have saw the little star thing. He got kicked out. That would have been a good touch. But yeah, he just kind of flies away, and they're like, yeah, he's gone now. It's like they fight everybody in the show, and they're like, they're gone. They're not coming back. They're
Dude,
gone.
he got busted out of the stratosphere. He's gone.
Yeah, but every single one of their villains is like, whatever, he's gone. Yeah, great. Anyway, thank God that's over. Like, poof, we're out of here. I didn't cry at all, so still undefeated.
I cried for the both of us.
I'm undefeated in crying, not crying. I was okay with the ending with her not saying the sun thing.
That's just a me thing.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
That's just a me thing, and the way that I feel about Chopper and Chopper's backstory in the anime when Kureha and Chopper have their goodbyes and she blasts the cherry blossom powder into the sky. She says like, "Oh, like goodbye, my son," or something like very much in the way that Dr. Hirolik did, when he tells the guards, "Don't hurt him, he's my son."
Yeah.
I like that touch in the anime because I think that it helps to show Chopper's his effect on
Yeah.
people, and it also, in my opinion, gave Dr. Reen more emotion to her character as well. Like it explains her feelings and how bittersweet like that probably was for her. Like she lost her, like as tough and as hard as she likes to act, Hirolik was her friend. So
Yeah.
to see like the cherry blossoms and then to send off who she believes is her son, to probably never see him again.
Yeah.
You know, like that really touched me in the anime, but it also touched me in the live action as well. That's just I think a very nitpicky thing for me.
Yeah.
It was still good.
Yeah, I was fine with it. It wasn't really that big. I think the biggest change. Maybe not
She
change.
didn't beat the shit out of him. I'm so glad she didn't beat the shit out of him.
I'm glad she didn't do that. But I was also happy with seeing Nami and
oh yeah.
and Sanji's little moment where Sanji tells Nami about his mom and why he cooks and his main.
I'm a Namji super.
Yeah,
so
I am actually. I think they work very well together. I can't wait to see how they ruin it in the next season. I cannot wait because they do not end up together. So
I think part of the reason that they work really well is that in the live action, Sanji is not as pervy as he is in the anime. So his advances feel more sweet as opposed to being like, oh, Nami, oh, as they are in the anime. I think that's why it works a lot better because Sanji's still Sanji.
He's a gentleman simp in the live action. In the anime, he is full simp. Like I wouldn't really. I mean, like he's sort of like. I mean, I assume it's gonna get worse. But he is not nearly as pervy as like people made him seem like he was. Because in the anime,
he's no pervy sage.
He's pretty tame.
He's no pervy sage.
No, he's not. He is very tame.
He's no Master Roshi.
No, he's very tame compared to them. But he sees some big bazookas, he's like.
He appreciates.
He's like, wow. Who is feeding you?
To kind of go off of that, I found to also go back to Whiskey Peak. Okay. I found that scene where Sanji and Usopp go upstairs so fucking funny.
he was like
Sanji being like, Usopp, when two beautiful ladies tell you to go upstairs, you go upstairs.
He was ready to throw it all away right then and there. Fucking Sanji's like, we're gonna double team these girls in this bed upstairs right now. That's what was gonna happen. So
it's like Sanji, Usopp, they want you, Usopp.
God, he's like, there was a scene there where, so they're handcuffed right upstairs. And Sanji's like sitting back, he's like, oh, well, this is pretty normal to me, but. And Usopp's freaking out. I was like, why aren't you freaking out? He's like, oh, fine. He's like, well, it could be worse. What could be worse? So he's not nearly as pervy as he is in the show.
He's just a big flirt. He's just a big flirt.
But I ship them. I ship them pretty hard.
I also ship. I ship them in the anime too. Like I do ship them.
I fear that as soon as Nico Robin joins the crew. And I feel like she's gonna join the crew earlier in the live action.
That's a fair assessment.
But I fear as soon as she joins, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Nico, oh no."
Well, we'll see. It seems like they're really like laying down groundwork to get them together. So I wonder how that's going to play once she becomes a Straw Hat.
He's gonna ruin Tonga next season. He's gonna ruin it.
Well, the one thing too that I see when I am in the One Piece space is that a lot of people ship Nico Robin and Frankie. I don't know if they actually are together or not because it seems like they fucking are. But I also don't know who Frankie is. I know he's a Straw Hat much later.
Frankie is some guy I went to elementary school with.
But I hear in the One Piece spaces that a lot of people ship Nico Robin and Frankie together.
Well, I guess we'll have to see. All right, so out of 10 Devil Fruits, what do you give this season?
I give it 10 Devil Fruits.
Really, perfect score.
Perfect score.
Wow.
I really liked it. I was sad that I couldn't keep watching it the way that we are watching the anime. Like, I wanted to get to Alabasta right now. Like, I wanted to see, especially because I want to see Ace. I want to see what they do with Ace and how that goes.
Drake,
so.
They already have a great casting for him.
Yeah.
Him and the Luffy actor look so alike, so it's
perfect.
It's honestly a perfect
I'm
casting.
so excited, and I know that they're gonna finish filming soon.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited. I loved it. I want to keep watching it. Like it's very energetic. Like the way that you can feel these actors' chemistry. Like it's also just like I watch their interviews, not just like their separate individual interviews, but the ones that they give together especially,
Yeah.
like you can tell that they all really care about each other, especially like their care for Iñaki Godoy, like the way that they care about Luffy himself.
Right.
You know, like it's very nice and very wholesome to see, and I think that their chemistry helps immerse you further into the story, and like that also goes for especially Iñaki Godoy, like his acting as Luffy, like he's phenomenal. He's such
he's gotten better as we
good
went on.
Luffy.
Yeah, I think I would give it like a 9 out of 10 Devil Fruits.
Wow.
I don't think it was like perfect. I don't think anything really is perfect besides Dune 2.
As you wear your Made by Knife chip and shatter.
Besides Dune 2, the greatest movie of all time.
I got him that.
I love Dune 2. Can't wait for Dune 3 coming out this December. This was a good season. I was entertained all the way through. There was maybe like one, I think like the second episode was like, it was kind of like hit or miss a little bit. But other than that, I was thoroughly entertained by the action. I think the season's a huge step up from the first season. Between action, dialogue, the chemistry between the characters, and like over how they told the story for the most part, I think this was the best version of what we could have got for a live action thing. I didn't think any of the CGI was whack. I thought all of it looked very like in universe real. Like it almost has like a Tim Burton kind of feel to it.
I agree with that. They also used real sets as well. Like they used real effects alongside their CGI stuff, which always appreciate. Real makeup, real SFX, real sets and stuff. Like for example, I saw a interview that Nami's actress gives where she explains that whenever they're below deck on the Going Merry and you can see the water glistening, she takes the interviewers out to show that it's like a big printed out ocean, and then they just have foil paper in specific areas, and the SFX people will just blow air onto it, so when you're far away, you wouldn't be none the wiser that it's a glistening ocean. Like that's
I kind of like that they've been so visible with their behind the scenes things
and excited about it. Like they want to show people.
Yeah, like it's I've seen so much behind the scenes of this. That like I basically know all these people.
Yeah, dude, I was there on the set.
Like seriously. Like I know that they use little white pellets for the snow. I saw the whole Chopper backstory thing with the Hero-Luck actor who was in Jurassic Park 3.
I think I did see that interview too.
I mean, I've seen so much shit. It's entertaining because I think all the sets are cool. I think more show, and they're doing the same thing that HBO does, but like they do a podcast every each episode. So I would be interested in listening to that. But I think it's good to show off your work, you know,
and be proud of it. Like genuinely feel that people are proud of it. You know?
Mean, these people are gonna be fucking like. They live on this set. I mean, they literally finished season 2, gave them like a 3-month off, and they're like back to work. Like they're gonna be on set.
They got a lot to go.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're probably gonna be nonstop.
And they're
with the
not
show.
getting any younger.
No,
so.
like the show will probably do the same length of time. I think the first season came out in 2023. I think the first season came out. So now. 2026, so I hope that they can get the next one out like within
like tomorrow,
like 2 years. I think that would be good.
Tomorrow would be good, or maybe in like 5 minutes.
Well, they're already finishing the filming for this season.
Yeah, they're gonna be
June.
finished in June or July.
So like, I mean, theoretically it probably takes around like 6, well, for movies, and this is a movie, takes around like 6-7 months to fully get a product
like
out.
6-7.
And then, I don't know, this one might actually be out sooner than I think. Like, it might be like a year,
like tomorrow.
a year and like 7 months. I think
In 5 minutes.
we might see it in, what year is it, 2026? I think
The
2028.
year of our Lord, 2026.
I mean, dude, I look at all these things like, oh, they're gonna be coming out.
Yeah, I mean, they're
in
gonna
7
literally
years.
come out with it in 2 minutes. Mark your stopwatches.
Yeah. So that was our review of One Piece season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know, sorry about the technical issues, but trying to figure out this whole the internet thing. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I think
Love One Piece.
I think we'll end it there. We'll cut it there.
Yeah.
We'll probably come back. We'll know it because this next week we'll do Frieren. We'll do a regular episode of Frieren, Jujutsu Kaisen. We'll catch up on Sentence to be Hero.
Dude, I fucking forgot about this.
I know, I forgot about Sentence to be Hero too.
It's been a busy couple of weeks.
We've just been watching One Piece.
Especially for me. Yeah, we've been watching One Piece.
You want to tell them what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. I can say so. I've been busy because I've got a new job. I now work for Bandai Namco Amusement. So I work with One Piece card game, and so Luffy's my boss. So it's been very fun to go to work and work on Luffy, and then come back home and watch Luffy.
And
So-
talk about Luffy.
So yeah, it's been very fun. It's definitely a dream job for me. So it's been a very busy couple of weeks, but I'm here now.
We're here now.
Well,
so,
we're here now, but I'm here mentally now.
yeah. So look for us probably Sunday. We'll probably do one on Sunday, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled stuff. So maybe we'll do a game.
Yeah, I know how much people miss the games.
They miss the games. All
They miss the games.
right. All right. Thanks for